just want to do a little video today about how I transfer in and out of the car with a wheelchair. I've been out of hospital and driving now for about 5 months, and over that time I've watched lots of videos and seen other people's techniques, and I've kind of refined my own technique. One other thing I found online with watching videos is that no one really takes much care of their car when they're transferring in and out. I'm a bit anal, I've got a nice car, it's mine, and I don't really want to scratch it inside or out. So just going to do a little video about how I managed to do things without scratching the car and trashing it, and hopefully some of these hints and tips will help you in the future. So here goes. Okay, so first thing I've done to protect the sill of the car, because that's the bit that really does take a trashing to the wheelchair. I've got here some, I think it's 3mm rubber mat with a sort of grooved finish to it, and on the back of it I've had an upholsterer stitch some industrial Velcro on, so that just sticks to the carpet on the inside, hangs down over the sill, and now my wheelchair, as I get up to transfer into the car, it can lean against that rather than against the nice brickwork. One other thing I've done in the back, I just put the seat forward. If you have a look in there, the seat will stay where it is. Not going to, is it? Have a look in the back of the car there. I've just put a towel across the back seat because that's where I put the wheels, just to add a little bit of protection there to the leather. And got a little bit of pipe lagging here, which goes on the brake, on the opposite brake, just for when it's next to the side of the car. Once it's in, it makes sense in a minute. That just adds a little bit of extra protection, because that's one bit that does stick out and would catch the leather and start to scratch the car. So I'll just do the transfer into the car, and to do that I get in a bit of an angle, lock off the brakes, shuffle to the front of the seat, I put my left foot nearest the car, out onto the ground. The right foot I just pull slightly towards the front of the foot plate, it stays on the foot plate for the transfer. I put my hand about here, another hand on the seat, just on a bit of a fist, and then I just sort of lean forward and throw myself into the car. Then lift one leg in, and the other leg in, get myself into the seat obviously, and I recline the seat slightly there just to give me a bit of room to work with. Passenger seat goes forward, and the first thing I do is take off the cushion. I put that in upside down just in case there's any mess on the bottom of the wheelchair, so I don't want it getting on the cushion and getting on my trousers. Folding the side guards, I just sort of hold the steering wheel as a bit of support. I should have mentioned earlier, I'm T2 complete injury, so pretty much from sort of nipple line down I'm paralysed, so I've got no abs, no core strength. So another thing I do is I put the seatbelt on. This is your friend. Help stop you falling out the car when you're leaning out for the wheelchair. There we go. And that's in place. And I've got another collection of towels. I lay one across the centre console like that, just to give that a bit of protection. The other one I just sort of, doesn't need to be on there, but I just keep it tucked out of the way because I use that in a minute. So brakes are off, side guards are folded in. I gently spin the wheelchair around. I kind of tend to try and lock it in like that just out of habit, because there's a couple of places I go to where there's a bit of a slope in the wheelchair. If it's not wedged in this gap, I try and roll away. I take off the bag, chuck that on the front seat, and just push that forward so it's tucked out of the way. Handles just drop down, the backrest folds forward, and now the seat, the chair is in position for me to start taking the wheels off. So it's a bit of an order for this, and there is a reason behind it. I'll do the inside wheel first, the one nearest the door. Lock the try and lock the seat belt just to help you. Now I'm leant against the seat belt, I can't fall out. I just lift underneath the wheelchair, tip it slightly on its side. The first wheel comes off, and I rest the wheelchair there. And all this time, the car's protected. That goes in behind. Okay, so the first wheel's off. Lock again. And what I do with this one, I actually tip the wheelchair onto the front here, and it's not going to roll anywhere, and I'm just lifting it up into the air. And I actually put my hand through the spokes to take this wheel off, and then I lay the chair down in that angle. And the second wheel comes in, just goes on top of the wheel. Hang on, they're just sat on the back seat there. And then the last thing I do is just pick the chair up, and I put my hand on the ceiling here just to give me a bit of a helping hand to reach in, and that gently just goes down into the back seat. It's sat here on the seat cushion. And then I've got this little thing that I mentioned earlier, which I actually forgot to put on early. Just got to tuck, that on the brake, just to make sure that doesn't scratch. And then this second towel I've got, I'll just flick this over the back of the wheelchair where it's touching the back seat. Just provides a little bit of extra padding there for when it gets locked in place by the passenger seat on the front. Back goes in back, comes off, seat back comes up, this folds in nicely, now out of the way, and then foot position I just have one on the sort of rest there, left foot on the rest, right foot just lays on its side, pull myself forward, get the driver's seat in the right place, that's about right, and then close the door. Okay, now we do it all in reverse for the process of getting out. So door open, I'll keep the seatbelt on, slide the seat right to the rear, tilt it back a little bit so I've got some room, fold down the mat. Passenger seat goes forward, a bit of protection goes on the centre console again. From here I put one hand directly under the chair and I'm kind of holding the chair like this, my fingertips, just to lift it up. And I can do that nice and balanced, no issue at all. Gently pull it across so there's no risk of damaging or dinking anything. And I can just gently rest that out of the car there. Again, the good thing about this mat is it's quite grippy, it tends to hold the wheelchair in place, it's not going to disappear on me. Next up, just dump the bag out of the way, grab the first wheel. And again, hand goes through the spokes on this one, it's just much easier. Lock the wheel, just lock the seatbelt in place. Clip the wheel in. That's that there. Just pop that off and in the door. Second wheel comes out again. Just lock the seatbelt. I don't always lock the seatbelt, but it's just for the purpose of this video. I'm just going to show you me do it because it is handy, especially when you're first doing this. And you can see I'm not really having to lean out very far either to do this process. Bag on the back, handles up, spin the chair around gently, lock in the brakes, side guards in place, seat goes on, and then I'm ready to just put the car back to semi-normal. You don't have to, but I just like to. I don't know why, I'm weird. And then the process for getting out, if the conditions are right, as in the wheelchair's kind of flat level, I tend to put my right leg actually on the foot plate. Just seems to give me, it's much easier for the transfer, there's less of a push. The left leg unfortunately will always float until you get going, so it's kind of just got to sort of commit to it really. Again, making a fist about the middle of the seat towards the front, and I just put the head forward, transfer out, get my legs in position, put that away, and that's it, I'm out. Simple as that. Okay, so I hope that video was of some help. One thing I will say, if you're looking at getting a car and you're watching these videos now like I used to, a two-door car is so much easier to get in and out of than a five-door car, purely because of the amount of room you've got with that larger door there. So if you are looking to get a car, I'd strongly recommend a two-door over a five-door. I think that's about it really. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Like and subscribe. Thanks very much.
Cool.